Yo, what's up guys, back with another video, and today we are going to be doing an official tier list on all the auras above 100,000 plus. So, basically, I made a Google form on my Discord server about like a few days ago, and I have 100 responses, and I have each of them graded by the 100 people of each aura, depending on their visual effects, sound effects, and their ability if they have one. So, here is the official tier list of all the auras above 100k by the community. This is 100 people, so technically like 100 people is a good amount of people, so this should be almost accurately correct. But yeah, let's get into this. So to start off, we have Archangel. I was actually kind of surprised by this. I mean, I guess I'm not, but Archangel got placed into S tier. I guess it's because the ability looks a little bit goofy, kind of in my opinion. It still looks good, but it's like a little goofy. The music ain't that powerful, like when it comes to like volume, and it's just overall pretty good. It's just not like top tier, like something everyone would get on their knees for. And this was voted by 40 people, so yeah, this was definitely up there. Next is Abyssal Hunter. This one got S plus. I was actually very surprised when this one got S plus, because I honestly think it's an A tier. Like, I know it sounds crazy, I just think it's A tier. So S plus is basically 10 out of 10, and I was like, what? I think Abyssal Hunter looks kind of mid, in my opinion. Like, it looks low quality, looks rushed, even though it has the cool forms and all. That's the only reason why I put it at A. Without the forms, I probably put it at B, but like, I don't think it's all that great, in my opinion. But that one had 50 votes. I was like, what? You know. Alright, next is Impeached. This one is a S plus by 3 votes. Oh my goodness. So this one is at S plus, and I honestly I get it. I can see why it's S plus or S. Like, I definitely see why. I completely I completely understand it tastes. I completely understand it looks good, sounds good, and it has the ability. It's pretty decent. So definitely validated right there. Next is I'm Peach. This is the one I got, the 1 in 40 million. This one, actually, a lot of people voted S plus, but this one overall got an A tier. Honestly, I understand why, even though it's the rarest aura in terms of not breakthroughs, but like, you can't see anything with the aura, so what else are you supposed to do? So I can definitely see why it's A tier. I think my opinion's an A tier as well. Next is the limited time chromatic. I don't know how to pronounce this. Chromic. I don't know. But this one got A tier as well, with like 2 votes off from going to B tier. But this one's definitely reasonable. Honestly, I think this one's B tier. I think I don't think it looks good at all. Especially the font on it, just not it at all for me. But music's okay. Next is Defined. Defined. Oh wow, this is. Oh no, it's not a tie. This one got placed B tier with 1 vote ahead of A tier, and 2 votes behind C tier. Oh wow, okay. This one is honestly, I can see why it's B tier. I don't like undefined in the first place, and defined and all that. Honestly, I'd probably give this one myself a C, but maybe I'm being too harsh. Also, I also hate it for heavenly potions. Undefined and defined are my like moral enemies, and heavenly potions one. Mad. Next is Exotic. Exotic is at B tier with 33 votes, so I guess that puts it above Undefined. But Exotic is definitely reasonable B tier. It's a decent aura. I get it. It just if it had like a little bit of a flow animation to it, like a idle animation, I think it might be an A tier because I think it matches up with the wing better. But it's fine if not. Next is Undefined. Wait, no. You're telling me Undefined got rated? Oh, Undefined got rated A tier by 4 votes from C tier? What? Nah. This community's tweaking. Undefined is definitely C tier in my opinion. Nah, that's crazy. Oh, geeking for real. What? Alright, man. Next is Ethereal. Ethereal got put at S tier. I honestly think it's A tier because once you take like a good look at it, it's low-key kind of like low quality. Not like, I mean, it's okay quality, I guess I could say. But like, it ain't all that great. I'm not even sure it's an ability or not. I know it changes like form, but I don't think that's an ability. I'm not sure, but it's okay. I'd give it A tier, but S tier is kind of reasonable too. It is pretty cool looking overall. Next is Arcane Dark, and honestly, I'm not surprised by this one. This one definitely got B tier. I didn't think it deserved B tier. Oh, it got B tier by 1 vote. Wow. This one is barely hanging on, but above defined by 1 vote. Wow. Okay. That is kind of crazy. Honestly, Arcane Dark is just low-key, like, they gotta do more things to it. Like, just the fact it just changes colors from Arcane and all that. Next is Chromatic, and Chromatic got no, A tier, my bad. Chromatic got A tier by 2 votes, putting it above undefined. But this one is crazy, honestly. Like, Chromatic got A tier? I mean, I think it's B tier. Like, I think it's like low bottom B tier. Just because I think it just doesn't have enough spark to it. Like, it's a chromatic. Why is Joan like less brighter than freaking, I don't know, gravitational? It's not really good, honestly. That's in my opinion though. So next is Arcane Legacy. This one got A tier. This one got A tier actually pretty high too. But I can see why, because it actually has a different like look to it compared to the other Arcane Dark and No Arcane. This one actually has something to it, so I definitely see why people put A tier, because it has something unique that the others two don't. Next is Glitch. Why like 90 votes. Glitch is S plus. Yes, I honestly completely agree with this. If you think Glitch is not S or S plus, you need to quit solsrng. Like you're tweaking. It looks the best out of all the auras right now, and it sounds probably the best in my opinion right now too. It's crazy. It's even and I know it's hard to obtain all that, but it's just too good. That rework was perfection. Chef's kiss, bro. Oh my goodness. Next is Hypervolt. Honestly, I'm surprised by S tier and Hypervolt. This one got S tier. In my opinion, I think it deserves like high A, but I can definitely see it. I think Hypervolt is just an aura that gets boring after using it for like 2 days, and you just never want to see it again. But maybe that's just me. Maybe not a hobby yet, but like music's a little like too deep and loud. I don't know. Not really for me. Next is Chromatic Genesis. This one has a tied vote of S plus and S tier. So honestly, I'm gonna put this on my hands. I'm gonna put Chromatic Genesis at bottom S plus tier, just because it did not really deserve the rework. It should have. It should have been. It should have still been chromatic looking at the current version right now. Because right now it's like that gray purple color. I think that genre should turn chromatic and it'd be really good. But I'm gonna give it S plus tier just because it got reworked. I know old chromatic would have gotten S plus tier for sure. So I'm gonna do that. Next is Matrix. Matrix, me getting that 3 times. Sorry. But this one got B tier. I'm honestly not surprised it got B tier. It doesn't look great at all. Music, also copyright. Boo! I'm playing. But it is very bad looking. I think it's probably worse than Arcane looking, and I don't think Arcane's a good aura at all. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. But it does have great music, though. Next is Hades. This one got A tier. Actually, this one got pretty high tier. By 42 votes compared to actually, what the heck? 20 people put S plus for Hades? Wow, they're tweaking. What the heck? Interesting. I don't think Hades is all that great in my opinion, but people like it. People like it. The music's cool and all. It's got like that powerful tone to it. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about it. I like it. Next is Exotic Apex. Exotic Apex has 36 votes on S tier, but it's 5 off from S plus. Interesting, but I think Exotic Apex definitely deserves this high S tier because it's a really good aura. It's just that it just needs one little, like, I don't know what it could be, but like, it needs one little thing to make that genre S plus for sure. But it's very good overall. Next is my Magnetic Reverse Polarity. I can't pronounce that. It is A tier with 27 votes. This one is very surprising me. I honestly think Magnetic is definitely C tier. Like, genuinely, I don't think it looks good at all when it comes to like looking at it closely. It just looks like a ton of mishmash of Magnetic just being like, look like, I don't know, it just looks bad in my opinion. I don't know, it just ain't all that great. But it is the community's vote, not mine. So, well, I guess it is part of mine, but like, you know what I'm saying. Next is Star Scourge. Honestly, I'm very surprised Star Scourge got A tier, because oh shoot, I got by 1 point, but by 1 single vote. But Star Scourge is very, you know, I don't know. I just find it a boring aura. I honestly I gotta give myself a C tier, high C tier probably, but it ain't all that great in my opinion. That's for sure. I don't know what the community's tweaking about that one. That music's mid. Oh, this one, Aquatic Flame, instantly. Oh, I forgot to add an F tier. Oh no, I forgot to add an F tier. Whoopsies. But this one got 50 votes in F tier, and some people put it in D tier, but honestly, I think it's D tier because it's not F tier. It's not that bad. It could have been more if it had 1 tornado. I would see it being F tier, but it has 2, makes it look more looped around. I'd see making it more D tier, but F tier it is. The community says so. I guess that's what it is. And next is Poseidon with B tier. Actually, one's got pretty good B tier actually. B tier, honestly, I think this one deserves B tier. It's just decent overall. It's got a decent music and decent idol, so I definitely see why it's D tier. I mean, not D tier, B tier. Oh my goodness. Next is Sailor. I'm honestly surprised about this one. I thought this one's gonna get A tier. This one, where is that? Oh, there it is. This one got S plus tier by 3 votes. That is crazy. S plus is crazy for Sailor. I think I love Sailor and all, but I'd give it S tier in my opinion. But S plus is kind of crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I do like Sailor like a lot. So virtual at B tier? No way. I put that on C tier. Y'all have some interesting taste buds, bro. What? Virtual at B tier, huh? Interesting. Okay. Honestly, the fact I've gone in it like 4 or 5 times now, it's kind of annoying. And there's no like idle animation for it, especially for being over 1 million, let alone 2 million. It's just like what? It's just bad. They need to add an idle animation for that joint. That joint is terrible. Next is Unbounded at S tier with 44 votes. Wow. This one, I think this one be, yeah, this one be talent. I like Unbounded. Unbounded has really good music and it has lightning strikes on the side, and overall it looks really cool. And then just the concept of the idea is also very cool too. So I definitely give it a valid S tier in my opinion. Gravitational. Now Gravitational probably would have gotten C tier without the rework, in my guess, but with the rework, it brought itself up to A tier, above Undefined. So wow. Actually no, brought itself above Chromatic. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Oopsies. Yeah, I got myself above Chromatic in terms of the rating. So, I mean, yeah, honestly, Gravitational is a really good aura. Honestly, I think Gravitational is an S tier in my opinion. I love the look of Gravitational. It's amazing, in my opinion. I don't really know much music, and I can't remember the music of it, but the look of it's great. Now, Arcane. One thing that doesn't make any sense to me, how did Arcane Dark get mid B tier, no, high B tier, but Arcane got mid B tier? I mean, A tier, sorry. How does that work? I think Arcane Dark looks better than Arcane in my opinion. Maybe, yeah, I'd say Arcane Dark's better, but okay, that's very interesting to me. Interesting. Next one is Qualify. Honestly, A tier definitely fits it. A tier definitely fits it. I'm honestly not surprised it got A tier. I think that it's a very good aura for being under 1 million, but honestly, I think it's worthy of 1 million rating, but I don't think it should make it 1 million, obviously, but it's very good. I like it. Good theme, good idol, and everything like that. Twilight. Twilight got a close B, but above Matrix? What? No way. Interesting. Okay. Twilight, I honestly put it at C tier, like low C tier. It just doesn't look that great in my opinion. I like the music, but in the sitting pose, but the look of the visually just not it for me. Next is Lunar Full Moon. This one was very close to F tier. This one is 3 votes off the F tier, but there is 3 more votes over C tier to the F. So it is our first C tier, which is very interesting to me because I think it's probably C tier. Like, no, actually, no, I'd say it's probably D tier. Not D tier, D tier. Definitely D because it's like, it's literally just lunar, but with a little bit more stars and yellow and a little moon on top of it. I mean, I guess the music's fine, but like, shouldn't deserve C tier in my opinion. Next is Galaxy. Galaxy got A tier, with pretty high too, honestly. That is very interesting. I think Galaxy is probably worse than Exotic in my opinion. So definitely like high B tier, but definitely not up to A in my opinion. Especially since I keep getting it, but and the breakthroughs is really annoying. Next is Undead Devil at D tier. This one I'm honestly not surprised about. Honestly, I thought Chronic Flame would get higher up, but I guess Undead Devil just beat it somehow. That's very interesting because I think they're both, but you know. Next is Celestial. Celestial got B tier. I definitely agree on Celestial being B tier because it's just overall a decent aura. You can't say Celestial is not a decent aura. It's literally the definition of a decent aura. Like you can't literally the first thing that people think of decent is probably Celestial because it's just a decent aura. Next is Jade. This one was 1 vote off from A tier, 1 singular vote, which I find interesting because I think Jade deserves low B tier. Honestly, I love the music, but the visual effects, they could have cooked a little harder on the visual effects, and I think it would have definitely been A tier, but I can see why it's high B tier or almost A tier. Next is Bounded. I despise anyone who decided to put this joint at S tier. I mean, it's not S tier, but it's B tier by 1 vote. But like, this joint is like, it should deserve D tier. Bounded's terrible. Who voted this much on B and A? Especially S. S has like 15 votes too. Why? Why? It's such a terrible aura. Whatever, man. And then finally, I'm not surprised this one. Diabolic Void, Diabetes, the ultimate diabetes, Vaudolic diabetes, whatever I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but it goes to F tier. Deserved. Actually, no, it's above Aquatic Flame somehow by like 10 votes. But yeah, that's very interesting. Aquatic Flame does not deserve bottom F tier. That's messed up, yo. But yeah, guys, this is the official community aura-based tier list. I I could definitely say it's official because 100 people put their opinions on this. I put my opinion on it, and it's official. I have everyone voted, and this is the official tier list. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this, and have a good one, guys. Goodbye.